All my life, I've been an athlete, whether it be playing softball, basketball, golf, volleyball, or soccer. Around age 11, I realized that I wanted to start specializing in softball, so I joined a travel league which took place in the summers. After 6 straight years of summer ball, I was in high school, and I played during my spring in the high school team and during the summer on my travel ball team. I was constantly playing games, practicing, and conditioning to better myself as an athlete. My ultimate goal was to be a scholarship athlete playing softball. And here I am today at Kirkwood Community College and doing just that. I expected challenges, but I never would have expected the experience I had last spring. My freshman year, I came into Kirkwood as a shortstop. During the fall, there was tension, drama, and unhealthy competition amongst our new team. Sophomores didn't like freshmen didn't like sophomores, and our coach definitely could not stand being around us as a group. We were constantly fighting on the field, having team meetings, and all of the above. I was always thinking, what have I gotten myself into? Being 3 hours away from home definitely discouraged me because I was so far away from my friends and family. Some days I wanted to quit, but I knew that growing up as an athlete, as a student, and as a daughter, that was not an option. Apparently I was one of the only girls that have felt this way on our team. In the fall we started with 19 girls, and by springtime rolled around we only had 11 girls. If you don't know softball, we play with 9 on the field at all times, so there was literally no room for errors, mistakes, or injury. The coaches from around the campus would all call us the Elite 11, and we actually found that funny because we would have rather played with the 11 girls that we had than the 19 in the fall. We had great team chemistry, and we worked well together, and we actually took strides that teams in the past haven't before. We were the team that was expected to crumble. We were the team that had nothing to lose, or so we thought. I forgot to mention that in the fall, one of the girls that quit was our #1 pitcher, and another girl that quit was our #3 pitcher. She got pregnant in November, and she was forced to leave the roster. So we were left with one pitcher only. Her name was Katie Flocker, and she was a returning sophomore. We had full confidence in her that she could have all the tools and the skills to take us to nationals. Unfortunately, the tables turned again, and during the off season, Katie developed a long-term injury in her arm which prevented her to pitch the rest of the season. We were suddenly again out of all options, and nobody knew what to do. Our coach pulled me into his office in great panic, knowing that I was literally the only girl that had any pitching experience before. He said, "Kelsey, we need you to pitch this spring, and we need you to be our #1 pitcher." I gave him a dumbfounded look, and I didn't know what to say. I had a gut feeling this was coming because I could just see things were going in a negative way, but seeing the look of utter fear in my eyes, he looked at me and he said, "You don't need to do this, we just need to figure something out." Knowing that this meant that we would have to bring in a transfer pitcher at semester, we both knew this was impossible. I looked at him hesitantly and I said, "Okay, I'll do it, coach." So the spring rolled around and we jumped into our schedule full force. Every week during the spring we played at least 3 to 4 teams, and every time we played that team we played 14 innings each, which put in for a very long day and a long week. I was the only pitcher, so I threw anywhere from 42 to 56 innings each week. You should also know that I had not pitched since my freshman year of high school. I was literally thrown into the hardest position on the field, and all the pressure was on me to carry the team to meet the high expectations of the Kirkwood program. I tried the best I could to put my nerves, my lack of experience aside, and just take my team inning by inning to try to get the wins. Pitching definitely took a physical toll on my body. I developed a pulled hip flexor early spring, and I was constantly in the trainer's room before, after, and sometimes even during innings to try to reduce this pain. Realizing that I was our only option, I had to bear through the pain though. I ended up winning 20 games in the conference that year, which was above and beyond what I had expected or anybody around me had expected as well. As a team, we won 43 games, which was something to be extremely proud of. Even our coach was proud of the strides we took as such a small team. This experience truly strengthened so many of my personal attributes. I gained confidence in myself more than I ever had. I became the definition of a team player, and I found a level of leadership, determination, and dedication that I would have never found without this experience.